Hey guys, there's a little something that I want to talk to you about. I know this isn't my typical video, so I'm going to ask you to bear with me. It's been on my mind for the last week, even more, and they really just brought everything to a head. And so I ask you to listen, watch, and hopefully it'll touch you in some way, okay? We all have hardships and trials. We all have issues that pop up in our life that derail us. We all have relationships that are struggling. We all have guilt, pain, and oftentimes we even take our own personal issues and put them off on other people, and it isn't necessarily that we do it intentionally. But we do it, but the biggest issue that we have is with all of this going on, with so much happening, we often feel like we're the only person that is going through. We feel like we're alone. We're lost in our own storm, we feel like there's no hope, that there's no possible way that anyone could want to do anything in order to help us, or that anybody even can. All right. And those thoughts and the feelings are more than discouraging. And not just discouraging, but there will even be people that'll tell you that with that being true, with those feelings being real, and with it impacting so many different people, that it just goes to prove, quote unquote, that there is no grand plan. There is no perfect design, that God has no intentions on anything for you, that you don't matter. Well, let me tell you something, and I want you to listen to exactly what I'm about to say. Be encouraged, okay? God is always with you, and he has a perfect plan, and that I can guarantee you. You know why? Because this book right here, his word, tells me so. All right. And this just simply isn't, some paper, a little leather binding, a little ink, This isn't a regular book. This is the living, breathing word of God. And every bit of it is absolutely true. Okay? And I'm going to prove it to you right now. Okay? In Isaiah 30. All right? Matter of fact, let me pull it open for you. I want to make sure I get it absolutely right, without question. Isaiah 30, 20 and 21 is what I want to read from. It says, "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers." That alone is powerful. Think about what it just said. It said, "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction." Think about that description. The bread of adversity and the water of affliction. When I read that, to me, it's telling me that no matter the hardships, the trials, and the tribulations that I'm going through, I'm going to get something from it. The pain and the adversity, the affliction that falls upon me in my life, I will be fed something from this. Bread and water is what's needed to sustain our life. That's what is needed to get us through every single day. That our trials, our pain take place to teach us. But teach us what? What would be the point of going through so much to be fed something by pain? Here it is. You can't possibly know goodness without knowing the pain that exists from the lack thereof. Think about that. How can you appreciate something? How can you understand something? How can you see joy, feel joy, embrace joy, pure, unadulterated joy in your life if you've never been through any type of suffrage. You can't. To you, it would be like breathing air. Normal. Take it for granted. But the fact that you have gone through so much has prepared you for the joy that he has for you. The happiness, the love, the goodness that this life has can engulf you. But you have to go through. That is powerful. The bread of adversity and the water of affliction. I mean, seriously, think about that. How many times have you messed up, screwed up, made a bad choice? Did you learn from it? Did you make that same choice over again? Or did you realize what you did wrong, the consequences thereof, and made a correction in yourself? That's what that's for. How can you possibly do the good works that God needs you to do if you have no idea of how to accept the blessings that he has for you? You can't even recognize it. You can't even see it. But those of us that have struggled, that have fought the good fight to push forward, to be good and decent people, to be child of God, we know when that blessing has been put upon us. We recognize and feel the joy. We know what it's like to have victory. That's what that's for. But let's look at the second part of it, because it's very important. It says, "Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers." That tells me that when I know God, when he's the focus of my life, when I am trying to live for him, he opens my eyes to all that is in front of me, the good and the bad. That when trials and tribulations come, I don't just break down. I know that there's going to be victory on the other side. I know that this is in preparation for whatever work that he has for me, because I can see it. I know it because he's shown it to me. The pain that you're going through right now isn't for naught. It's not just by happenstance. That pain that you're going through, that struggle that you're having, is for a far greater purpose than you could possibly understand. Know that. Let's go to the next verse. 21. Now this is my verse right here. "And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, This is the way. Walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left." Let me read it one more time. "And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, This is the way. Walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left." What does that mean? It means that no matter where you are on your path in life, he is with you. He is with you. Think about that. You are not alone. No matter how dark the shade that covers the path, his grace is always with you. Hand is forever on your shoulder to guide you. His whispers of love and guidance on every breath that you take into your body. That's what that means. He is with you forever and always. When you hear that voice, when you hear him calling to you, when you know you're about to make a choice, and he's doing everything that he possibly can to tell you, don't do it. or when you're sitting at night and you're looking at the ceiling, and every thought, every bit of pain, every bit of anguish that you have is just running circles in your mind. He's telling you that he's with you. You're not alone. That's what he's saying. These two verses, to me, speak volumes. And I do mean volumes. More than can possibly be imagined or even expressed. We often sit in our own storm, afraid to do anything, afraid to move forward, afraid to look backwards, afraid to call for help. But the word tells us that we don't have to. We are not alone. You are not alone. I know that, I'm sitting here and I'm preaching at you, and that's not what I want to do. I'm simply trying to plead with you to know that there is something far greater than you, I, or anyone else on this planet that is with us through all that we go through. Every day he has his hands on your shoulder. Every day he speaks to you. No matter how lost that you may feel, no matter if you look to the right and you don't see anyone and you don't know where to go, and you look to the left and it's no different, he is right there. Do you know where? He is here. He's right here. He's inside you. God is not something that is, a fleeting thing. God is ever present, and he is real. And I want you to know this. I'm not a minister. I'm not a preacher. I'm not an evangelist, or anything of the sort. I am simply a brother that is strong in his faith and that is filled with enough love to want to share it with all that I know. And that includes you. I know things are hard right now. I know there's anguish and grief and sadness and dismay and hopelessness and, there's everything that you could possibly imagine that's wrong is taking place. But no, and I'm begging you to know that there is a way, there is a plan, and it is the Father. Hear me and feel that. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through me. And I believe that with every fiber of my being. Know that you are not alone. Know that this is not all that there is. He has nothing but thoughts of peace and joy for you. Allow him to show you his love. Allow him to bless you. Anyway, like I said, that's what's been on my mind. I hope this made sense. I know that it's a really long video, and I do apologize, but it was on me, and I feel like I had to say it. So, as always, if you need me, just holler. I'll be there. Praying for you. Love you. Be blessed, y'all.